Um, Good evening, ma'am. Hello.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing?
Okay, I'm good. And you, do you say you're giving the other participants a few minutes to see if we have more of them in?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so up until when?
Let's just say we can just give them till 7 or 7 max.
Okay,
7 or 7.
okay,
So
or
in the
seven,
next five
seven. I'll be
minutes.
fine. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Hello. So since we don't have more people joining in, you can just start the session, and when they join in, they can get the recording anytime. So my name is Oluwamayawa, and I'll be taking the cybersecurity class for Amdoranalytics, and I'll also be taking this bootcamp. So basically, this bootcamp is based on how you can better secure yourself on the internet. Wait, let me come. Can you hear me?
I can
Are
hear
you
you
there?
loud and clear. Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. So how you can better secure yourself even without being a cybersecurity professional? Can you mute yourself so that it does not get into this? Okay, thank you. So you can better secure yourself at least to some extent, even if you are not a cybersecurity professional, because at a point in time, everybody uh would get attacked by a threat actor or a malicious actor. So how can you protect yourself, or what can you have as precautions around that? So basically, we have what we call social engineering, yes. And social engineering is just a tactic used by threat actors to get information out of people, or to get more information they can use to attack or affect individuals, systems, or organizations. So basically, you might get a link on WhatsApp, someone sending you a link to click something. It might even be a trusted person. But how can you be so sure? How can you even confirm that, okay, was this link about? What's the context around it? What can you use to confirm? So we have various tools that you can use to like verify some information, take precautions, and better secure yourself. Even though it might not be 100% secure, but at least it's going to give you some leverage over malicious actors. So basically, we have what we call. Let me come. Please can you mute yourself? Oh, please can you mute yourself? Hello, can you hear me? Please can you mute?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Please can you mute? Can you mute? Okay, thank you. So as I was saying, we have what we call phishing, and phishing can be directed towards numerous individuals, or yeah, in an organization, or even if you're not working in an organization, as an individual yourself, you can get a phishing email. And in phishing emails, you will probably mostly get links or attachments that are malicious if it is a phishing email. So basically, they might tell you that you've won something, click on this link to get access or something. But how can you just verify? How can you confirm the information and actually see if it's something right or something wrong? So first of all, let's look into email email header analysis. So basically, let me just get an email we can use here, then share my screen. Give me a minute. So, and to check email header, you can check it via your email client, basically, whichever one you are using. But you can also get more information if you check it via text editors. So when I say text editor, probably Sublime Text or whichever text editor you are using, you get more information around the IP address, the reply to email, because there we've seen some instances whereby I will send you an email, but when you respond, probably you want to respond to that email. When you respond to that email, it's actually going to another mailbox. It's not coming to me. So you can get more information around that as well. Then you also get information around the SMTP servers that your email has passed through, the exact timing, the email subject. Then you also get links to hyperlinks. So if you have hyperlinks in your email, probably they will tell you that click on this button to do this. Okay, you can over on it to get the full link, but in case of not mistakenly, you don't want to mistakenly click on that link, so it will be beneficial to just use the text editor. You get the link from there and confirm the um you confirm if the link is legitimate. Then you also get more information. So to also get more links, like if you have any hidden links or anything that is in that email, you can filter and search for the href or for the h tag that is basically used in HTML. So that will also give you more insight into that. I'm just saying this, but let me just download this email so that I want to download this email. Give me a minute. Trying to see if I can download this. Give me a moment, please. I just want to get an email that is not revealing much information and something we can use. Mhm. Okay, I don't know why, but I can't seem to download this. Sorry, give me a few minutes. Okay. I'm not getting the email I want to use, so don't let me delay. I'll try to download the email by this side. But let me just show you other tools that I'm talking about. So first of all, if you get any link, if you get any link from an email, probably checking the email letter or the link is visible when you open it on your email clients. Probably you are using Outlook, you are using Google, or whichever one. So what can you which tool can you use to visualize that? We have what we call URL to PNG. Let me just share my screen real quick. Um, okay, so we have URL to PNG, and URL to PNG is basically just screenshot as a service. So if we want to probably, which link can we try and access? Let's say we want to look into virustotal.com. You just put whichever link or whichever URL you have. You complete the captcha. I hope you guys can see my screen. Oh, I'm still seeing this coming.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I've already opened that link. Let me just share that. This thing is not giving me the full. Okay. So whichever link you want to use, you put the URL, you put it here, you complete the captcha, then you just click on this button right here. So let's see what it will bring. So basically, this is Virus Total. Virus Total is an IP, URL, domain, or file reputation tools. So you can use it to get a lot of information around different resources. So basically, whichever link you put on here, except the link is unavailable or there's a restriction to it, you get the visualization, you get what is really the context about that link. If you click on that link, what are you going to get on your hand? Someone just sent you a link to click or do something, you can just come here to confirm. Basically, is the link what is it called, is the link malicious or not? Because even though you trust that person, we never can tell. At any point in time, the person's account might be hacked or anything. You see a lot of people getting their WhatsApp accounts hacked, and they'll message family members and others to send them money, and people will not even notice. So basically, you trust but you verify. You can just check the URL here and see what the URL is about, and just to like get at least a basic understanding of what you want to interact with. So that's for URL to PNG. Then Virus Total. For Virus Total, let me just share the mm, probably I can just share this. No, this tab. So let me click the link right here. Just copy it and paste it back. Okay, so this is virus total, and what can you use virus total for? You can you can paste a URL, an IP address, a domain name, or a file hash, and you can also upload files. So basically, to search for a specific URL, IP address, domain, or file hash, can just paste it right here. Then to upload a file to check for its integrity, you can upload the file from your device. So basically, why would you want to check a URL? Probably you are investigating a suspicious email, or let's not even say suspicious email. You are a security analyst investigating a security alert or an event. So basically, and there's an IP address or URL related. You want to get more information around that. And if you search for, let me just search for tryacme.com. So let's wait for that to load. So yes, if you search for a specific URL, an IP address, file hash, or domain, it's going to give you the community score. So the community score is basically letting you know that okay, oh, this security vendor and these security vendors have flagged it malicious or they've not flagged it as malicious. And you get more information around that here. Then you also get information about the details. So the rank, the DNS record, the last HTTPS certificate, then Google results are associated with it. Who is lookup? So basically, this one now, the information is redacted, but basically, you still get more information around it as like information around the creation date, the domain name. Why would you want to look into creation date of a specific domain? Malicious actors always register domain names for with short period of time. So basically they just want to use it for a campaign. They might just register it for like just 3 months. So you see the creation date, you see the expiry date or when it's going to expire, the updated date. So you see information like that. So if you see a newly created domain and you don't really know much information about that domain, then you might be like, oh, this is suspicious. Then sometimes you get the reverse DNS. So if it is a domain name that you want to check and get more information around, you can actually get the IP address that is related to that domain name. So in some cases you will get, and in some cases you would not get. Then this one is relations. So it's just showing IP address that are related to that domain name. Then subdomains. So subdomains for tryacme.com. Tryacme.com is the main domain name. So under tryacme.com, you have careers, CDN, we have business, Earth, IP, cancel. And I'm very sure that some of these subdomains might not even be accessible to the public because I'm seeing some like React, cancel. So basically, but you just get more information. This is just like you getting more information around the specific resource you're going to trying to get more information on. Then you see communicating files. So these are communicating files around this specific domain. Then files that it's referring, then the historical with lookup. So all the with lookup registration, SSL certificates, and all that. And if you are subscribed, you get more information around community insights and crowdsource protection. Since this is not a malicious domain, we will not really see much. But if it's a malicious domain, you will have seen people reporting it, giving comments, and all that. So basically, this is what you can use virus total for. Then we also have what we call abuse IPDP. So let me just search for that here. Just copy this link here and paste it here. So that's just like I abuse IP database. So basically, this is just going to let you paste in IP address and confirm if it has been flagged or not. That is, if it has been reported or not. So there are some IPs, especially IP addresses that are related to the cloud. You see that some might have been flagged as malicious, basically because it has been assigned to someone and person has used it for malicious activity. So sometimes if you get some IP address, especially on virus total, basically abuse IP, that has been reported by few vendors, but it's not, you are not really getting something, you are not really getting a malicious activity around that IP. You can just investigate further so that you'll be able to detect if it is really malicious or not. So that's that. Then we also have a tool. Yes, that one is been have I been I think. Okay, yes. Let me just paste the IP on this place so that I'll not keep. Okay, so this is, you can just paste, you can do it on your hand self just to confirm. As I have different email address for different stuff. Email address for cybersecurity related stuff, for my career, for my school, for personal, probably social media and everything. But if you have different email addresses, or even if you have one, it does not mean, just check your email address here and see if it has been found. So basically, this is just letting you know if your email address have been found in a data breach before. So there was a time basically where this Wattpad. So Wattpad experienced one data breach sometime, like a while back. I cannot really remember, but basically there's someone that um there's someone that have an account. You have an account with them around the time, like before the data breach happened. You can just check your email address and see if your email address was part of the breach data. Then there are other platforms as well, Facebook as well. So if you've created your account prior to when that data breach occurred, you might actually find your email address here. Then what's the you knowing this information, what is it going to do? So basically, if your data has been part of the data breach and they get access to your email address and your password, if you are someone that uses the same password for all other social medias or applications or web or anything, then you are at risk because they can target other um, social media pages that you have, or they can have access to your account and actually use it to do any other activity. So basically, you can just type in your email address here, just confirm if you have been found. Let me just type in a random email address here. Oh wow. Wow. So I did not even know that someone would have an email like this. Basically, I just formed it like have@gmail.com. Oh my god. So if it has been found, it will let you know and it will tell you the data breach that it was found in. So this is Artway, and this happened December 2023, where hundreds of gigabytes of data allegedly taken from India internet service provider and digital TV provider. Artway appeared on a popular hacking website, and the incident exposed extensive personal information, including 4.7 million unique email addresses, along with the name, physical and IP address, phone numbers, password hash, and support ticket log. So you see, password hashes, even if they will not be able to crack that password, probably there's something attached, there's a strong algorithm, they can't crack the password, they can still perform what we call pass the hash attack. pass the hash attack is when they use that hash to authenticate. So they will not even need to um decrypt break the hash. So basically that will work with the specific account. So yes, you can just check your email. Just check your email randomly and see if you've been pwned before. Then what other yes, we also have Talos file reputation. So basically this one works. You can use this, you can also use virus total depending on, but it's just what's it called, always beneficial to at least use various resources because you get more information in different resources or tools that you are using. So we have Talos file reputation search. So this one is just for you to search the hash file of a specific file. So basically we an hash is something that is generated from a file. So basically why we generate an hash, you see when you want to download if you want to download Kali Linux operating system now, if you click on download, you will also get something where you see documentation. In that documentation you find the hash file there. So when you download, you can try to generate the hash file of the Kali you downloaded, then see if the hash file correlates with the one that's on the website. So if it correlates, that's it has not been tampered with. But if it does not correlate, then what you downloaded has been tampered with. And you will see, like probably you want download security on your other tools. If companies add or update their tools, they always add updated hash file. So for every version, because if they make changes, if you try to generate the hash file after downloading it, it's going to be different from the previous hash file. So basically that's the way it works. Then there are some files that are always used in different cyber attacks, that they are known for specific actions, probably Trojan or creating a backdoor. So all those files now, different hackers, kiddies, they just pick it up and might just want to use it. So if you come across it, even the file name or just the hash file is actually more beneficial. So just paste it here to give you more information around that file, which will give you different names that it has been called in the past. It will also give you probably is interacting with other files and other activities around it, the size and everything. So yes, that's also beneficial. Then what other tool do I want to share with you today? So let me see if I can try to download that email and show that, because I don't know why I can't download it on my Outlook. I'm getting issues. Just see if I have one I can send quickly. Mhm. Even if I download the email address, I don't think I have Sublime Text. So let me download that first. I'll paste the link. So you can use any text editor you like. So even if we don't look into the email letter this evening, we can do that tomorrow. But let's just download this first. can also download it on your end so that if you are working on it tomorrow, you would look into it as well. Do you have any questions so far? Please, if you have any question, let me know. And I hope you are enjoying the class.
Do we download this Sublime text now?
Yeah, you can download it now. You can download it tomorrow, but we'll be using it tomorrow. We'll be using it tomorrow. So what you can just do, in preparation for tomorrow's class, just download Sublime Text and try to download an email. So I also download the email on my second system because I'm trying to download it on the Outlook on the system, but it's not working. So I'll download it on my. So we just need an email and we'll need this Sublime Text. So basically, yeah, good evening. You can speak. Hello, good evening. You can speak. If you are speaking, I can't hear you. Oh, that's fine. We are recording the class, so you can just go back and watch it. We are recording it. So basically, those are few tools that you can just have in handy to better protect yourself. I want to show you one other tool. Okay, yeah. Give me a minute. Who is domain tools? So this who is, you get different who is, but basically I use the domain tools. Who is? Let me copy the link and paste it here. So I use the one for domain tools. So let me just see let me see malicious. Which domain can we use? I don't want us to use the one. Which domain can we use? Let's just use facebook.com then. Or let's use let's defend. Let's defend dot I think is IO. Okay. So most of these tools would require you to always complete the captcha. So let's just do that. Boss. Oh. So let's go. Okay. So basically all these things, all these name chip, all these Cloudflare registrar name, this is just to redact the personal information of these people so that you will not really target them, because these are something we are doing penetration testing in cybersecurity. These are some of the information that if you get, you might actually be able to like have more leverage to attack the particular system or network or anything you are trying to attack. But basically now this is letting us know when it was created. So it was created 2020, then it expires 2027, and it was updated 2024. So if it expires now, they'll need to re-register that as well. Then it's going to tell you the IP addresses but this one might actually lead to cloudflare.com. You might not really get the specific. Then it will tell you the location, to tell you the history and the hosting history as well. Then this is the domain name. I'm not really getting much information because all this information are redacted. So if it is a malicious domain, or probably someone hired you to come and do a pen test, and you got their domain, and this is something you might actually want to look into. So if you check their domain name on who is domain source, and you are seeing the registrant city, the state and province, number, fax, email, that's very dangerous because they can just launch targeted attacks towards the registrar. So yes, these are informations that you can get from domain tools as well. So yes, those are some of the tools that you can use to protect yourself at least to some extent. And in the meeting tomorrow, we'll be looking into how to analyze email. What are the important things you need to look for when you're analyzing an email header? So when I'm talking about an email header, I'm talking about that place where you have the to, the subject, the who, um, the to, like who you are sending it to, the from, that is, it's coming from you, then the subject. So, and I think you also have the time. If you are checking it from your email clients, that is on your phone, on your laptop, those are informations that you will see. But if you are not checking it using a text editor, you see more information around the IP address that it came from, the reply to address, the SMTP servers that it has passed through, the date and time in another format, hyperlinks, and other information around that. So basically, that's just what we'll be doing tomorrow. So basically, this is some of the things we teach our students in Amdoranalytics. And if you're interested in joining our next cohort, our next cohort is starting April 26th, and it's a 5-month training program. The fee is 400,000. So you have to pay 400,000 for 5 months, and 4 months is for training. 5 months is for your capstone project. So what you've been learning, what have you been able to achieve? What um can you what can you bring up? What are the ideas that you can what can you create? What can you work on? And different career paths in cybersecurity as well. So we have SOC, Security Operations Center Analyst, which would, if you are looking into going into SOC, you start from the tier one basically. We have penetration testers, we have cloud security people, we have governance, risks and compliance, we have DevSecOps, development security and operations. We have critical infrastructure, we have network security. So there are different parts in cybersecurity. So firstly, you need to look into the prerequisites. So because you cannot just jump into one side of cybersecurity and say that you want to do it. There are some prerequisites that you need to have an idea of, like the general introduction to cybersecurity, then networks as well, because basically cybersecurity, we are trying to protect the system, the network, and if you don't know what you are trying to protect, you can't protect it well. So basically, it will take you through the prerequisites, then you now fall into whichever career path you want to take in cybersecurity. So yes, if you have any question, let me know. Let me know. I'm open to questions. Even if it's not question regarding or related to this bootcamp, if you just have any generic question on cybersecurity, let me know. And if you are joining late, you would have access to the recording. Okay, so that we don't have any question. If I ask you about what we've gone through today or we've looked through, would you be able to answer me? Because if you don't want to ask me questions, I might want to ask you questions. Are you open to answering? Let's just make it interactive. Because
Yes,
that's how you actually do it. Okay, yes, for what?
I am open. I am open to answering.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so let me just say this. What's the usefulness of having of hashing your file? So what's the usefulness of generating an hash file? No, not an hash file, sorry. What's the usefulness of generating an hash string of a file or an application? What's the usefulness? So I'm directing that to Samuel first. You're answering first, then if anybody wants
Say
to
that
answer
again.
as well. So I said, what's the usefulness of generating an hash string for your file or your application? Why do you do that?
Uh, it secures the content of the file and make sure they have not been changed by hackers.
Okay, thank you for answering. But note, it does not secure actually, but it just gives you insight because anybody can change it. So it does not secure someone changing. It does not secure someone changing the content, but it will let you know that okay, someone has changed it. It will let you know that the integrity has been tampered with. So basically, that's what it is about. Thank you for answering that question. So other people here, I don't think they want to answer question, but I don't know. Do you guys enjoy this class? And if you have any question before we wrap it up for tomorrow's class, just let me know. I'll be giving just 2 minutes for that. In absence of no question, I would end this call.
I really enjoyed this class and I'm looking for tomorrow.
What did you say?
I said I really enjoyed the class. So the file that we downloaded from Sublime,
Yes, yes.
do we set it up or do we like set it up now or do we set it up tomorrow in class?
Yeah, it's not even you just install it basically. You
Okay.
can just install it after this class so that you just have it ready. You will not waste time on that. It's just like you downloading an application and installing it, yes. You don't need to really set up anything.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining in. This is when we will end today's class. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.